Hi everyone. In this video, I will be explaining the entire flow of the distributor application. Okay, when super admin logs into the account for the very first time, so he or she will be expected to fill out the um, their organization information. Okay, I'm going with my organization information for testing purpose. I'm adding the logo, email ID, phone number, and test address. Okay, I'm saving it. As soon as the data gets saved, you will be seeing the list of menus in the home section. Before we jump into the the menus, there are few main setups the admin expected to complete in order to um, run the application smoothly. The first one is organization setup that we already done it. The next one is a category master. So for now, we are hard coded this 4 category master in the application. These are the 4. We have some backend filters to work with. So we hard coded this information. We expect the users to try the same. Okay. Then after the category master, we have to set up our tags. Okay. We have 4 different type of categories, and we can create a number of tags which we might be think it will be giving clear information in the application when the users goes in. As of now, I have 4. You can add any number that you like. Okay. Then we have root masters. The root master is the place where we can define the roots. Okay. Roots. The we can define our roots. Where we can define our network roots. Okay, in the system we are catering 3 different type of users. Okay, super stockist, distributor, and retailers. So we can define. We are going to set, we will be setting up a geographical location. Okay, so if you set up the master like a common name, we can have a clear picture. How many? What is this route name, and where it's going to be, and which are cities or districts is coming under this one. Okay, so it's like a overview of like a grouping the our networks. That is the main goal of this form. Okay, then the next main process that we have is setting up our geolocations. So if it is a large number of organizations, they might have the business over the seas, the distributors business level. So they can create the number of. I have only one, so for demonstration I created one. So same, I have 2 states, 1 district, 1 city. Just for testing purpose, I created a record in each. Okay, so then we do have a reports where we can see all the other related informations the coming stages. Okay, so the first setup the user needs to do it is master, then geolocation, then they have to expected to add the networks. Okay, so the networks can be added by the other hierarchy members, but geolocations and the master setups needs to be completed before we jump into the network master, because here we needs to add our geolocations. Okay, so without the geolocation setups, these things cannot be possible in all the masters. So we expect to complete these 2 first, then we can move further on that one. Okay, so without further ado, I will be jumping onto the home section where we have different options. Okay, I will be explaining one by one on a few examples. Okay, so in our application we have 4 different main key features. Okay, the first one is route planner. Okay, and under the route planner, where the end users can make the route requests, where it will get approved, where they will be seeing the retailers to get their orders. Okay, then we do have the employee expenses. You can say travel expenses. Okay, so they will be entering the day-to-day life, day-to-day work activity expenses, everything. Okay, then we have a reporting where we are clubbing the entire information about the users, what their performance, everything will be added. The fourth one is where we are managing our employee attendance and announcements. These are the main 4 components that we are covering in this application. Okay, so the first one, as I mentioned, it's a route requests. Okay, so where the users will make their request and everything. Okay, um, if you see here, okay, before we go into that one, I'll be explaining the parts of other parts of the application in the some security level permissions we have done in the employee levels. Okay, so as soon as you can see under the employee master, we have a user which will be auto created by the time you are adding your organization information. You can see the employee ID and everything over here. Okay, under it you can see the working directory. Okay, so the working directory is a place where you can define the set of cities or the states to the user, where they will be which give the idea under which state they are working or under which territory they are working in. That is the main concept of it. I'm going to give this Karnataka to this user, and when they joined, and whether they are portal user, app user, okay, and their expense setup. Based on the hierarchy, we might be giving a different level of claim amount option to the users. For this super admin, I'm giving 5,000 as a bus expense. That is a sample. For same as you can have day-to-day expenses or petrol allowances, everything can be added over here, which will be driven from the master setup under the tag masters. Okay, and if you need any images attachments required for this to support him, you can, for those you can select if you make it true, then it will be mandatory in the expense module for them to add it. Okay, so I'm not going to make it mandatory. I'm going to leave it. Okay, this is one part of the information. The another part where we have security information, where we are controlling the piece of permissions in the form itself. Okay, so here I'll be going one by one. The login informations, where we can have a login user ID and password. It's optional. If they want to store the password, it's up to them. Okay, then we are giving the permission to the any users. Like we have certain hierarchy level. Based on it, if you want to give the permission to the end user to add the retailers or not, that can be controlled over here. And whether they can take the orders from the retailers or the distributors, they can control it over here. If it's yes, they can. We have the option. I will be showing the later stages. If no, they can't. Then, as I mentioned, the route planner. For now, we have 3 different permissions for them to just do it. Okay, so where the certain person can only view the request, where they can view or approve, or where they don't have the option to. We are taking out the complete permission for them to do it. Okay, so this is where we are controlling the route approval process. Okay, then relaxation timing. So in the system, we are controlling the login time as 9 o'clock, checkout time is 6 o'clock. Okay, so and we are giving the relaxation timing. If any users logs in out of the relaxation time, they will be marked as the off day. So they will be marked as off day leave. That was the process of this one. Then the current last login time, and what is the current user, whether it's checked out or checked in or checked out. Okay, and dashboard tabs. So you might be seeing the same tab in the home page. Okay, so the same names been given. So where we can control this, which are the navs, which are the menus the end user needs to access or not. For example, if I take off the reports and distributor, we have a dash distributor and reports. If I take off this two and submit this here, and if I refresh it, as soon as you can see the distributor and report section being taken off, which means we can control the bit of information, security level information from here itself. That was the main purpose of this security level information. And the allow route visit, where we can control whether the particular user needs to start the route visit or not. Those information also can be controlled over here. And here we are given the number of days, like a historical data. Okay, if we given the 10 days, then last 10 days of travel expense or feeds, they can see it over here, which means in this application. Otherwise, if you reduce the dates, then the number of privileges will be get reduced for them. If you give only 2 days, last 2 days record, they can see it. If for 1 month, they can see 1 month data. That's how it's been validated in the backend application. So these are the main piece of security level we covered, which will support the front end users to control the users permissions, everything well. Okay. Also, we do develop the backend permissions, or we are given a certain permissions for the entire users, which will not affect any in this application. Okay. So Now we seen how the security level, the front end security level permission works and how the users can be added. Okay. Now I'll be going and making a new request. Okay, the first menu that we have it here. Okay, let me refresh and go back. So I given back the permissions, so you can see the permission being restored. Now, where the first key feature that I mentioned, root visit. In the root visit, we have three different options where the user can make the request and they can will be get approved or rejected, and where they can start their root request. Okay, if I go into this, I don't have any request because I didn't make any request. If I come over here, I have option to make a request. Okay, where I can select my name. This option will be enabled only for super admin, not the other users. Okay, then I can select my date. This city comes from the territory that has been granted to me. Okay, here the territory I have given is Karnataka. Under the Karnataka, I have only one city. That's why it's showing only. If I have more than one, it will be. So I'm going with the other. If I select the same date for same city, it will show an error. Okay, so that we have to just to control the manual errors. Then 30 Bangalore. I'm submitting it. It will take me back. You can see here list of approvals that I have. Okay, which has been requested. When I go back to the approval section, you can see list of pending and approval. You can see approve options. Since I'm the user admin, I am able to see the approve option everything. If it's other users, the permission will be work accordingly. For now, if you see here, as I mentioned, the approval request, right? If I give only view option. For now, this is approval stage. Okay. So if I refresh it, you can see approve and reject button being taken off, which means I give only the approval option, view option for this user. So if I give disable option, so disable option will not work here. I have to go back. If you see here, initially I had 3 options. Okay, now once I given the user as a disable option, it has been taken off from here, which means he can't see the approval option. He can't do any action in the approval process. I'm giving view and approve option. I'm refreshing that. So you can see third option. When I go in, I can see my name, and when I requested, if I go, I'm planning to go with I'm going to approve this. If this not been approved, okay, what will happen? When I go and start root visit, the first thing that I am supposed to do it is to start the root visit, I should mark my attendance. Okay, so if I go in, it shows my morning attendance. Okay, so yes, ask for confirmation. Yes, I want. You can see my morning attendance, evening attendance, which I added in the tag master. I'm going with the morning attendance. The image is compulsory, so I'm saving it. Yes, since the day shift time starts at 9 o'clock and my relaxation timing is 1 hour. Now I crossed more than that, so it says my morning attendance has been marked. Okay, so now if I go in, I start my root visit. You can see no route been approved to me, which means because I requested for a route, but it's not been approved to me. So what I'll be doing it, I'll be duplicating tab for you to just show it. I'm going back. So if I approve 29th, okay, there's one route been approved. If I refresh, it's not showing because the route which has been approved to me was is for tomorrow. It's not today. So I'm cancelling the last one. I'm approving today's one. If I refresh, I will be able to see list of routes that has been assigned to me. So you can see here, I have 2 routes which I have created in this section. You can see here route master. Under route master, I have created 2. Okay, so that's why it's showing 2. When I go in, it shows no retailer been assigned to me by the time, what does says means by the time you are creating your network site, so you will be giving the beat assigned, which means I'll show it to you. If you see here, there is a field name called beat assigned. It shows Bangalore and demo. So these are the route masters that we created under this setup. If I change this to demo, if I refresh it, I will be seeing that one here. Okay, so this is how we are controlling the maps or the structure of the application, where it's been arranged or organized properly, so we won't miss out any. Okay, if any user going to visit the demo route today, then they will be encounter the all the retailers who comes under the route. Okay, so now I'm saving it. When I go in, so I will be you will be seeing it, what are the things that has been coming here and everything. Okay, so now, so under it you have a take orders, no sales, no take orders. Then if the person is wish to give the order, okay, then they will be marked as the, they can take order from here. If they don't want, they can give, they can mark as a no sales. So if you do that, this button will be disabled. Since I've done it for this person today, it's showing deactivated. Okay, then I can see history. See, as I mentioned, today I marked as no sales already. So once I do that, the take order will be deactivated. Then I can see, when I click on the show map, it will take me to the Google map where it will locate the user. From there, they can go with the map. They can, if it's a mobile device, they can start their route plan map from here. Okay, then take stocks. From here, I can take the stock. How many, what are the things that they needed, everything. Okay, they can, we can take it from here, and they can edit the retail informations, because now and then the contact person may be get changed. They can update the information from here. For now, the contact person is user demo user 2. I'm only changing to user. I'm giving the some common number. I'm saving it. As soon as do, you can see the change numbers names been get changed, and from here you can add your survey. Okay, so this main function, the take order, take stock, and survey will be common for all other users which we have here, like a super stockist and the distributors. Okay, so this is what we can control the route plans and everything. Okay, so you have seen the route request and how it's been made. Then we have its add retailers, where we are giving the permission to the users to add the retailers. Okay, so this how they can add the retailers into the system. By the time they are meeting any new person, they can add them here. Okay, then the next option we have it here is attendance. As I mentioned, so we can manage we can add, we can log into the morning attendance. When the second half, the evening attendance will be checked out. Once you mark your morning attendance, only the second half only you will be the evening attendance will be checked enabled for you. Okay, then where we can see our leave requests, and where we can add our list of leave requests. Okay, and reason everything which will be get approved, and where we can see list of attendances. You can see here when I checked in, and it says my attendance has been off day. Okay, everything can be seen over here. And leave requests, where we can once request been made, where we will be performing the approve actions. Okay, so this all been covered in the attendance. So far we seen these three. And ADAC orders. ADAC order is the same as route request. Okay, so which will be get enabled after you checked out. The scenario is where there might be some time you might be checked out. After that, the user might be asked you to just do some create some orders for them, which can be done, because as soon as you checked out, all the other menus will be disabled. So by the time you can click on the ad hoc orders, so your current day route plan will be shown, only the route plan. From there you can create the orders for them. So it's just to prevent the users to access the application after the checked out. Okay, then the distributors as the same, like where we can, as I mentioned, where we can take the stock, where we can collect the stocks, we can collect the payments, where we can take the survey, and we can collect their information. Okay, the same for the distributor also is same. The reporting, where we can see how many retailers been added today, how many what is the daily report. Okay, how many payment that I collected and everything. Okay, can be viewed over here. Then the primary orders, from here you can see, you can go to the particular distributor, and you can take their orders and everything. Okay, since I don't have any, I couldn't see any options. Okay, then the payment collection, how much I collected today, and all those options can be viewed from here. Okay, then expenses, the expenses where the users can see this expense report will be get created automatically when the users checked out. This expense can be added after they checked out. Since I not checked out yet, see it's not showing any. Okay, so once I do it, I'll be asked to enter the information, everything. Then the feeds. So as I was saying to you, we do have. Okay, let me go to the employee master. So I have given an option for the user to see last 10 days feeds. Okay, what I'll be doing under, I'll be going back. I'll be creating a new feed, or I will be duplicating the same feed, but I'll be changing the date. Okay, this user has a permission to see only last 10 days feeds. If I go and change this, okay, I'll be changing from the multi-select. I'm setting up this date is last month. Okay, if I do that, now I have two records in my system. When I go and check the feeds, I still able to see only one. If I change this date within the 10 days range, okay, so those will be seen here. September, I'm going with the 24. So then I go back and refresh. You'll be seeing it. Those information. Just a second. 24 September. Sorry, this one is 24. I have supposed change this one. I will changing August to 27. Go back, refresh. You can see I will be able to see two, when it's been created and what's the due date and everything. Okay, that's how this permission. If I go back to the employee master, if I change the date, based on the date that I given, it will be get affected. Okay, that's how it will work. Okay, then dashboard I have shown you, and allow the route visit. Okay, I will show you what is different between the route map, hiding the route map and route visit. If you see here, if I take off the route visit tab from here, the entire permissions which is comes in the three options: route visit, approval, make route plan, will be disabled for the user. But if instead of doing that, if I check out if I make it false for the route visit, if I update this one, so I only taking off the permission of user to visit the route. Other information will be still remain for them to do it. Okay, that's about those permissions and security. Okay, so far we've seen the application security and process everything. There are few menus which have been covered in this main. Those are our orders which we are creating it from the UI page itself, but those reports will be stored under here, and all the payment date information will be displayed over here. And the other feature that we have it here is lead. There we will get the different contacts. Okay, then we can store them here and we can convert them when you go in. So you will be asked for whether it's a distributor or super stockist. Accordingly, those information will be get saved in the individual system. It's the individual reports under the network master. Then surveys are where we are storing all the retailers survey. Okay, and item also, all the item related information like a brand, category, group, SKU will be stored in here. This will be rendered into the stocks and order section where the users can make the orders. So this is the overall flow of the application. Hope you find this video helpful. Thank you.